tag punching begin.
We're all over the map during hunting season, but we always seem to make it back home to Oklahoma for rifle season. Well, this year we got home a little early, so Shane had a muzzleloader tag that needed punched.
So full strut guide service, here we come.
Every deer I see is traveling through that bottom.
So go all the way to the south to where like that clump of trees is, where you see the sandy road going down in the bottom?
As of right now, they're not going to the wheat fields. There's so much winter grass in that bottom.
Where it runs all the way, the runoff comes down to that Whitetail Institute food plot. Okay, well we ain't gonna kill any of them sitting right here, so let's go set up a blind and see which one we can kill.
Let's do it.
Is that trash coming off of that brow tine? How far is that from the food plot where you got the camera?
He's in the food plot.
Oh, he's in the food plot right there. I'd say they're eating the food. They just ran right there when you walked up. Need a place to put a food plot and can't get a tractor to it? No plow works. There's the brassicas, and it's got the clover growing in it and some of that ryegrass. You can see that clover mixing in right here. And this is with little to no rain. Man, they are absolutely hammering this no plow. Oh, there's some deer right there. I'd say right out there is kind of our shooting range.
We've all been there. We get a shot at a deer that's out past where our gun is sighted in for. We know the bullet will get there, and we know it'll kill the deer when it does. But how high do you aim?
Nikon knows.
What's cool is this Nikon Spot On that you can get in an app on your phone. You can set this exact, which I've already done, this Omega 3x9x40 BDC. It gives you your, if you want to change to 100 grains like we like to shoot instead of 150, it's already set in there, and we're gonna go target, let's say we shoot this at 100 and it's dead on. Well, and then we wanted to see what it would do at 200. I just hit apply and fire. And then I can go down here to my expanded BDC, and it'll show me what all my yardages are. And then what most people don't know about shooting a BDC is center always stays the same on a scope, okay? But if I change, and this allows me to do that, so if I'm not zoomed in at 9, now I'm zoomed in at 3, it changes my yardages because that distance between those BDCs has become greater at a greater distance for 3, and then you scroll it back up to, say, 6 or whatever you want to go to, and it shows you those changes. So if you got that shot at 150 as opposed to 250, and you go to 6, you can make the change, and it shows you how to do it right here. So let's get it set up. We'll see what she's doing at 100. We got a little bit of time left, and we're confident we know exactly that the gun is on, but nothing builds your confidence like go ahead and, just making sure and checking your gun out, making sure everything's exactly like you think it is. So we got a target set up at 100 yards. Got this Caldwell lead sled. And we're gonna let her bark real quick and see what it looks like. So you might want to get out of the path.
I told you, that's my gun. That's my gun.
1.5 inch high at 100.
Ought to work. No excuses now.
Yep, we'll know.
The pressure is on. Oh my goodness.
That's beautiful.
let the tag punching begin.
We call this spot the L plot because it's in the shape of, it's a Whitetail Institute plot that Brant plants every year, and I gotta tell you, it's been pretty productive for the IOTV team over the years.
How about you?
This is that exciting feeling. That's why we get in the woods. That was loud.
That was a lot to see there.
Well, I don't know if I hit him or not, but I was on him good. We do have contact indeed. You can see the blind sitting right back over there. You can't hardly see the blind. He didn't see it. I don't know exactly. I think he went right through here. Here he is, right here.
Oh, just past it.
Right there on the other side of the ditch. Wiley the coyote. No more poaching for him. All right.
We're on the board.
We're on the board. We got the week started. Now, they just need to get a little bigger.
When IOTV's hunting and a coyote gets smashed, usually a buck's about to get his, at least when this guy's hunting.
No, it's magical for everyone. So while we had some downtime in the middle of the day, we decided to take a little tour of the red dirt dust bowl town of Sayre, Oklahoma. You'd be surprised what you can find.
We come into the booming metropolis to take a little trek around the town of Sayre today and go visit the odd shop, maybe go down to City Hall, stop off the bowling alley, go get us something to eat, down to the grill. There's some cool stuff in here. Look at that. Look at that. How much is this? This is so cool. Huh. I don't know what's so odd about it. Got everything I needed. We're back in the same spot we were yesterday morning. It is a tight little bedding cover with a Whitetail Institute food plot. And they're hitting this plot before they go to bed. We're in a perfect spot. Got in here quiet, totally undetected. Been here for probably 45 minutes. And these deer should start to filter in over the next 30 minutes or so. It should get pretty good. Three does come down the food plot. I like a magnet. Little 2.5-year-old. He's gonna go over there and harass him.
When you're sitting in a blind for hours on end, it's a great time to do some reading.
Grooming. Great time to do some grooming.
I felt it pop. We're ready to roll. We've been seeing a ton of deer pounding the wheat. We got a little spot over here that we set up yesterday so that we could come in on the right wind. We're gonna get it done right here tonight. The bedding area that's across the CRP is not on us. So that's why we're in here. But there is also a little block of timber where this tees up. And there's been a late morning move every day. So we thought we'd get in here, get set up, and wait for that late morning move and see what might come on in here and check all these scrapes that are along this tree line. We've got big rubs. There's a cedar tree back in there behind that one right there that's tore up as it. Scrape after scrape after scrape. This scrape right here was hit last night.
All the sign is here, and Brant's been getting tons of pictures of good deer on this wheat field. But the heat and the full moon are just keeping these things pinned down till dark.
But sometimes you've got to trust your scouting, your instinct, and your guides if you got one, because you never know when that shooter might step out just in the nick of time.
What? When you're building a blind, concealment is the name of the game. Go ahead, camera one. Where is my Benjamin air rifle when I need it? I didn't want to fire this thing off and take a chance on ruining my hunt. I want to shoot that coyote. Well, that is exactly what we thought was going to happen, because that thing that's glowing in the sky out there has got these bucks standing up after we lose camera light. I mean, they're not even getting on their feet. I was kind of shocked tonight that that deer actually made it to the field. We couldn't see him because of the camera, but once he made it there, we got a little bit of footage of him. That's what those bucks are doing, not even starting to come in until after dark. We got 3 good bucks coming. We need to hurry.
We finally have these bucks hitting this field before dark, but we're running out of camera light. And I'm pushing my camera as far as it'll go to get as much light as possible. But it's still grainy, and as a cameraman, that's brutal because we always want the best picture. But in early season, it's a reality.
So come on, dear, hurry up.
Did that just happen, David?
Everything happens for a reason,
It is dark in here, so you can't see me, but we just smoked a good deer, man. We just got the camera light on, and I'm still jacked. And I know, and especially with that light on it, I mean, it looks dark, but like I said before, that doesn't pick up light like these does. These do, sorry, I'm still, but we usually have to quit hunting, 30, 45 minutes before a regular hunter would even consider getting out of the tree. Because these things just don't draw the light in. Dave kept telling me, man, I got him. I'm like, are you sure? And he's like, yeah, we're gonna be able to shoot him. And then they popped out and boom. I got blood right here. He's bleeding good. All right, right here. There he is, right there. Almost walked up on him. Yeah, look. He made it all the way through the field. Look at that.
Meet the luckiest man.
You do not have any idea. Bucks moving at midnight and everything happens for a reason. Look at this. I didn't even know he had that point. Told you I 12 ringed him. I mean, I busted him right there.
The poke for 110 yards.
I love that. That's freaking awesome. Man, I didn't think we were gonna get it done. And I sure didn't think we were gonna get it done on this. Look at that.
Oh my goodness.
I told you he was a 9 when I shot him.
Extra
He's a
point there.
10, baby.
I like it.
Brad, brother, I appreciate it.
Thank y'all. I appreciate it.
Full strut guide service.
That's right.
You can't get him to say anything, but he puts you on a good deer every single time.
It can be one of the best times to kill a mature buck, but early season mixed with a full moon can be one of the most endurance testing hunts of the year.
You have heat and a lot of downtime during the day with very small windows of opportunity just before dark. And when you throw a camera in the mix, those windows of opportunity get a lot smaller. But it can be done if you just stick with it.
Like a cheeseburger does today.
What, you little skinny? We've all been there. We have a shot at a deer that's too far. How high do you aim? Where do you aim? Where? Why didn't I just shut up while I was ahead? All the sign is here that we need to know.
When you're sitting in a blind for hours on end, it can be the When you're sitting in a blind for hours on end, it can be the perfect When you're sitting in a blind for hours on end, it's the mother of all evils. It's a great time.
Here we go, ready, and